What's up, guys? Demo here, and for a little bit, just for a couple minutes, I want to talk in defense of Wings of Redemption. You may be like, what the fuck is your problem, blah blah blah. Yes, I know. I don't particularly like the guy myself. However, I'm also against massive bullying and insulting of people on the internet, because everyone can do their own thing, and there's no reason to necessarily hate someone entirely and whatever. And so every time that I personally do a rather large insult against him, which happens a lot, I feel the need to also defend something, if such thing exists, about him that I feel people are insulting wrongly. And so I'm gonna do that now. Recently on Twitter, after one of his recent Gears videos, because I insulted him for saying Gears was the worst game in the world and making horrible comparisons that didn't even make sense to make. He called it a third-person Call of Duty, but worse. I was like, clearly you haven't actually even played Gears, and you're a moron. And then he posted another gameplay in which he went flawless, and suddenly he likes the game because he figured out how to camp, even though he's still horrible at it. And he's probably only liking it because people are watching it, therefore he's able to make more money off of it again, which is probably the only reason he's still playing. And so I kind of went off on him in a comment and on Twitter and stuff, and so I felt the need to now defend him, because I also saw a tweet that was retweeted by a couple people. Not gonna name any names. I don't even remember who posted it originally, to be honest. It was pretty much just @WarICP. Don't tell me, or you play video games for a living, don't talk to me about stress. Okay, I see your point. Maybe in your perspective as someone who has to do a job, they don't necessarily like someone being able to play video games for a job is kind of like a dream job to you. But that doesn't mean they don't have stress. Any job, anything you do in life, no matter what your job is, you're still going to have stress. Just because he gets to play video games and make a little money off of it doesn't mean that he's completely stress-free. Everyone can have stress no matter what. While sure, he may have it easier than a lot of us, and than a lot of anyone, he's still, just because you play video games doesn't mean it's all carefree and happy. Look at the Respawn people. They spend most of their time, it's not like they literally just play video games for a living. They have to edit the videos and stuff, and they're generally, Hutchins and Enners and the people who actually work at the Respawn offices, they're generally pretty stressed out overall, because they have a lot of work to do, like most jobs in which you do a lot of work. And so just because they're involved with gaming doesn't mean their lives are stress-free. Now granted, Wings' job is more literally about just playing the games and recording them with minimal video editing. It can still be stressful, because he's still gotta, somehow he turned that into the only job he has, and so he has to put out so many videos per day and get so many views in order to make a reasonable paycheck for a regular job. But he's turned that into his job, and I commend him for that. And so yeah, when he starts getting less views and stuff, it's gonna be stressful, because financially things are gonna get tough. And so, again, regardless of what you do, you can still experience stress. You can be living your dream job and still get stressed out. That's an emotional or chemical thing that your job is not going to change. And so just trashing him because he's feeling stressed, especially when it seems like half of Twitter insults him 24/7, that's just stupid, in my opinion. It really is. And, what else was I gonna say? Shit. Yeah.
Why do they resist?
Oh, and a lot of people just kind of jump on him. They're like, okay, well then go get a real job. Well, in case you haven't paid attention in America, just going out and getting a job, at least one that probably pays anywhere near that he's making, isn't necessarily easy. And again, if he's doing his job, especially since jobs like that are hard to come by at the moment, if he's doing his job the way he's made it, there's no point in going out and getting a new one instead of sticking with his that'll continue to make him money. So just because he's managed to be able to make a job out of literally just playing video games doesn't mean he needs to just go out and get one, or he lives stress-free. Yeah, okay. I had to vent for a minute. I sometimes feel bad if I just jump on the insult I can't even talk anymore. Bandwagon for him or other people like him. And so I feel the need to say something. And then anytime, even though I generally insult him myself, anytime I see people just randomly insulting them and being completely incorrect assholes about it, I also feel the need to like step in and say something, because sometimes people are just wrong. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and have a nice day.